The Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria is set to meet this week, today and tomorrow, for the last time this year. The 10-man committee, headed by the Central Bank Governor Gordon Emefiele, last met on September 17th, publishing its 38th communique that detailed the basis for its decision to hold rates at constant. MPC meetings provide an opportunity for the central bank to communicate its monetary policy decisions on the economy. Joining us to discuss further is Arise business analyst Chika Mbono. Chika, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome to a new week.
Yes, indeed, sir. What do you think we'll get from the MPC?
I mean, you have a couple of things in the basket. The favorables include the fact that the GDP result came out at 4.03, and the inflation has been coming down at 15.99 or something like that. Yeah. The aspirant remittances also saw the report has been going up for them. And so the overhang up there also is the fact that inflation has been a major issue around the larger economies of the world. In the UK, in Europe, UK, for example, says the kind of inflation they have now, especially like food inflation, is the highest in the last decade. So the major challenge for a lot of those central bank governors now is basically to reduce the quantitative easing they've been doing and raise interest rates in those economies, and which makes hurts the investment that will flow to our own economies, because those areas will become the low interest environment in those economies have favored us as alternative markets. Us mean the third world, like frontier economies like Nigeria.
Yes.
And 4 quarters of growth, still tepid. Believe that most of the parameters will be left constant. Just to let the year ride to an end.
Right.
This is the last meeting for the year.
Exactly.
And so that next year, maybe they'll open on a new slate.
All right. Thank you so much. To aviation, Chika, what do you make of these orders?
It's interesting because it's a good time. The airlines in Nigeria are buying new aircraft. Yes. Starting with the APs that, put out order for the E195, E2, aircraft. Yep. Then Ibom Air has gone again, place order for about 10 aircraft or so. Yep. And then, what's it called again? Then Overland Airways has gone to place order also at the Dubai Air Show. A couple of people were asking me why the gravitation towards new aircraft.
Exactly. Yes.
And I know that everything boils down to economics, the economics of aviation. Let me start from the outside world. The bigger picture in aviation now is there's overcapacity, and what the COVID has impacted aviation, badly. A lot of airlines around the world have dropped a lot of their fleet, and so the key manufacturers are now looking to incentivize, buyers. Right. And when they see lights, potential buyers, they try to, encourage them. And for them, that's the bigger picture outside there. Now, for the Nigerian airlines also, just for anybody who has driven a new car and an old car, you see the difference is clear. For our viewers, aviation is just like having motor vehicles. You have the brands, Mercedes, the Range Rovers, the Peugeots, and so on and so forth. The biggest two there are Boeing in the US and Airbus in Europe. Yep. And so Airpeace, for example, has gone for the Embraer E195 E2. Now, before now, Airpeace has been doing the classic 737. Okay. Classic because it's a bit older. Now, the older aircrafts come with a lot of maintenance costs. Right. So let me address one of the key issues. Come with a lot of maintenance costs. On basis of economics, it's more profitable for the airlines to go for newer aircraft. Okay. I'll give you an example. The E195 E2 that Airpeace has gotten place out of 13, received for already. It's actually, one of the names of it is called the Profit Hunter. Okay. For example, from here to Abuja, in the old classic 737 Boeing aircraft, it takes about maybe 2,400 kilos of fuel. These new ones take about 1,400 to 1,700.
Okay, so that's savings.
Massive savings. Yeah. So on a typical flight, it saves about 300,000 naira. So it's massive. Okay. Now, then on customer experience also, if you enter some of these new aircraft, you don't hear the creaks and the cracks like you hear when you're in the old classics.
Right.
And for the customers also, you can actually charge your phone. I know how it's important imagine how your phone is dead and you enter an aircraft,
right,
and then you can charge your phone. And then the less noise, the noise is less than about 30% compared to the old aircraft.
Okay.
You know, so but one of the major things is on safety. For a third world like us that, you know, doesn't have a lot of equipment on the ground,
right,
these new aircrafts can actually, you know, organize their own last minute of landing. Okay. Because of the kind of instruments they have there already. You know, especially where you don't have what they call ILS, it's Nigerian airports. These airlines can do, new aircrafts can do that. So on economics, it's fantastic for them, reduce cost of operation, fewer maintenance costs. On safety, it's solid for them. Right. Now, Overland has been doing not the engine aircraft, fixed engine aircraft. So this is going to be a new experience for them, going for the Embraer 175. So we hope that they will have the experience to do that. You know, Ibom Air also, Ibom Air, they are going for Airbus. Yeah. Airbus is also a nice experience. Low cost of operation, very good maintenance costs, and economics is also very good. So a combination of economics, you know, safety, and more technology is driving the market. But most importantly, is the issue that what I've noticed, you know, I travel a lot. I go to a lot of airports now and see the departure halls are full. And you find yesterday, you saw what happened in the Abuja-Kaduna Expressway. People abandoning their cars and ran into the bush because of kidnapping. Right. You know, so Abuja-Kaduna is about 25 minutes by air. Abuja just 25 minutes by air. But those routes now are taken by the airlines. Yeah, wow. You know, so a lot of routes now, internal routes now, are being developed by the airlines, and they need a fleet to manage them. Yeah. Manage them. And so the load factors, most of these routes also are getting fuller and fuller. If you go to the online now to make some bookings, you may not even get any seat. Because people are moving from the road journeys to air. For Kaduna, for example, Abuja, the train used to provide some solace and safety. But remember what happened some time ago. So it's driven a lot more into aviation. And a lot of routes in the north now, even Abuja just normally, 25 minutes journey by air is almost nothing. Right. You should do it by road. Now people are doing it by air, again, because of issue of what? Security. Gotcha. So the market out there now is growing. A lot of people are choosing to travel by air. And so the greater markets and demand for the airlines to push for more travel customer experience.
All right, aviation analyst Chika Mbono. Chika, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, okay?
All right, sir. It's the Global Business Report on the Rise News.